And we're back with more Pokemon Legends ZA. So in the last plot part, we got up to rank B and defeated Jacinth of the SBC. This time, looks like Vinny wants to talk to us about something. So, let's go talk to him about something. You're both here? Good. I'm sorry for the urgent summons. What's the matter? What'd you need me and whattageek for? I'm afraid I do not have any answers. I was merely tasked with reaching out to you. President Jet is waiting inside. She will be the one to explain. Into Quesarito Incorporated. Madam President. Ma'am, I brought Team MZ's leader Tawny and her teammate whattageek as well.
Thank you both for sparing me some of your time. Tawny, whattageek, the two of you helped me out of a difficult situation the other day, along with that gentleman from the Rust Syndicate. I'm sorry I failed to properly express my appreciation sooner. So, it wasn't true, right, what that trainer was saying? You mean his claim that the Pokemon flocking to Lumiose are part of some plot by our company? Of course that's incorrect.
Or is it?
Truly, the extent of our involvement in this entire affair is the use of our holotech barriers. These barriers encircle the wild zones and keep wild Pokemon from damaging their surroundings. Specifically, though, they are intended to prevent wild Pokemon that have undergone rogue mega evolution from causing widespread damage.
So, why do they keep appearing on rooftops? Can you put wild zones up on the rooftops, maybe?
Makes sense. After the incident 5 years ago, Lumiose City was hemorrhaging people and property values were in free fall. This is why the urban redevelopment plan was established. But it was a risky venture. The mayor could not find businesses willing to take on the project, and so it fell to my company, Quasartico Inc. The initial plan was to create a city that belonged to both people and Pokemon, a place where wild Pokemon could live alongside humans. There were concerns from some uneasy with the idea, even those with no ties to the city. Still, it was a noble undertaking, worth pursuing. But when we began investigating Prism Tower to plan for repairs and improvements, we became aware of something we had not anticipated. The tower was emitting a peculiar energy. That is when we also began detecting that strange power, which we call Mega Power, in all corners of Lumiose City. At the same time, wild Pokemon were flocking to the city in droves, as if drawn to this power. And now we have rogue Mega Evolution. If this dire phenomenon becomes commonplace, the people will abandon Lumiose once more. Don't worry, Team MZ will help get all this under control. Thank you for that, young lady.
Beg pardon, ma'am. It seems I'm being called for. If you would excuse me for just a moment.
It is thanks to Vinny that I came to know of AZ, which also led me to your group, Team MZ, and to me asking so much of you children now. As if we wouldn't want to help save the people and Pokemon of Lumiose. We're glad to help, right, whattageek? Yeah. Yeah, we're glad to help. Thank you both. I wish to make this a city where people and Pokemon truly can live together. Help me make that dream a reality. We certainly will, which means we better get to work right away. Thanks for having us. One last question before you go, Tawny. If you don't mind me asking, that jacket of yours, where did you obtain it?
It was my mom's. I keep it to remember her by.
I see. Forgive me, I just thought it looked familiar somehow.
If you remember where you might have seen it, please let me know, ma'am. I came here to Lumiose searching for someone. Your memory could be the clue I need. Now, if you'll excuse us. Please, one more moment of your time. I've just been briefed about the latest readings. We're detecting concentrations of Mega Power. I will email you all the details as usual.
Leave it to us. This is what Team MZ's here for. We're gonna make Lumiose a city that people and Pokemon can share like you were saying, ma'am. Come on, whattageek, we're heading back to the hotel. Time for another strategy meeting.
If and you say so. The selection of Mega Stones at Quasartico has expanded. Oh my goodness. I only have 599. I thought I was way higher than that. Well, we can see some of the ones that are available now. Scraftonite's there. Dragalgite, Clefableite, Galadite. Any other cool new ones in the 180s? Nope. Okay. Let's just warp right on down there.
So, why'd Vinny call you over to Quasartico? I guess the president just wanted us to know they've got our backs and appreciate our work. She said she's counting on our help to take care of the rogue mega evolution problem. On that note, did you both hear from Vinny about rogue mega evolution reports for us to look into?
That we did, which I suppose it means it's time for another strategy meeting. He's on the ball.
Let's start our strategy meeting, whattageek.
Yeah.
Here's the new info from Vinny. Our first concern is a Dragonite in Vare Sector 3. Second, in John Sector 4, we've got a Tyranitar to check out. And finally, there's a Starmie in Blue Sector 9.
All three of those can be difficult to tackle even when they haven't Mega Evolved.
Which means they'll be extremely tough customers when Rogue Mega Evolution sets in. Do you feel up to this, whattageek?
Of course. Team MZ will be supporting you on the ground as always. But even with our help, these will be serious opponents. We can't let our guard down.
Sure, but think of how good we've gotten at working together now. Yeah, we've calmed so many rogue Pokemon. Team MZ is a well-oiled machine.
True enough.
Okay, so to recap, we've got 3 more Pokemon at risk of Rogue Mega Evolution. We'll stake out each their locations, then support whattageek from there. Up first, the Dragonite in Vare Sector 3. That one goes to Tawny. Naveen, you go keep an eye on that Tyranitar in John Sector 4. And I'll stand by to help handle the Starmie in Blue Sector 9.
You always seem to leave the heaviest load on your shoulders, whattageek.
I'm fine, because I'm the protagonist. Thanks, whattageek. I'm really glad to hear that. You can count on us to heal up your Pokemon before we get into battle. Alright, team, move out. Time to save more Pokemon from Rogue Mega Evolution.
Alright, I'm thinking we're going to start with the new one here, Starmie. So let's go on over to this cafe. And I think, if we head down here, yep, there is a Holovator there with the Beldum that we saved at some point. I don't remember if it was in the last side quest cleanup episode or what. But climb across these rooftops, and if you want to catch a wild Scraggy, you can find it on the rooftop there too. Hold on, you lot. You don't want to mess with the Pokemon up ahead. It's shrouded in Mega Power or whatever, and it's ready to blow, so no one's getting by me. Feels like I've seen you two before, though. That's whattageek, ain't it? And the other one. Well, trainers as strong as you two ought to be alright. Come on then, follow me. What's up, Philippe? For goodness sake. Which imbecile let 2 civilians waltz in here when I specifically said to block off the area?
Mr. Philippe, hi, what are you doing here?
We received word of a Pokemon behaving erratically. We cannot allow any Lumiose resident to be harmed, so we came to evaluate the situation. Thought that if need be, I could take care of the situation personally.
Your intel was spot on. The erratic Pokemon you were warned about is at risk of undergoing Rogue Mega Evolution, and we're here to calm it down.
I see. So you're trying to keep Lumiose safe, just like us. Problem is, I'm here on direct orders from the boss. He would hardly be pleased if I simply stepped aside for you. I'm sure you'd understand.
Then what are we supposed to do?
It's simple. If whattageek defeats my team, then I will be unable to take on other opponents. Did I lead with Aurorus? Probably a dumb move. Yep, dumb move. Well, let's ride it out for a little bit, see what happens. No. Don't you dare. Alright, maybe he dare. Let's switch out to Excadrill. That was certainly a choice. Okay. Aw, dang it. He's got Scizor still, I think. Yeah. And then Skarmory after that. Mega Evolution proves our bond. Let me show you the true beauty of Skarmory. Oh, man, now I need to crack my neck. Look at it walking around. That's really weird. There you go. Your true strength lies in drawing out the full strength of your Pokemon, huh? So you've been honing your skills. Time for us to withdraw, you lot. We can leave things to Team MZ. Thanks, Philippe. I can understand why the boss holds you in such high regard. When I first met the boss, I thought nobody could possibly surpass him. Yet now I find that the world may be bigger than I ever imagined.
It's kind of funny coming from you, Philippe. You're older than Corbeau and the rest of us.
Age matters little when it comes to greatness. In my childhood years, I was already formidable in physical strength and in my talent for battles. As such, I was able to keep the local ruffians under control, and under my command. But I was still nothing but a young fool. I was strong, yes, but that didn't put food on the table. It was only thanks to Lysander's support that I managed to survive those days. That wasn't the case for Mr. Corbeau. He negotiated with Lysander, convincing the man to give him seed money for his ventures. Mr. Corbeau started up all sorts of businesses. Security services, Pokemon couriers, even some things that perhaps weren't entirely above board. He was quite the little upstart. So me and my gang thought he needed to be taught a lesson. Yet young Mr. Corbeau and his partner Venipede gave us the slip at every turn, always one step ahead, until we were forced to admit defeat. He outdid us completely, and in an area entirely unrelated to Pokemon battles. Ever since then, he has been the only person I call my boss. Maybe I shouldn't have told you all that. In exchange for your silence, please take this. Is this a threat or a bribe?
This is a water stone, right?
Use it on that partner of yours. It'll surely help you protect Lumiose. Now please, make sure to handle things here. If the city goes down, the Rust Syndicate will have no clients left to work with after all. It's all about the money.
If I use the stone Philippe gave me, it'll be Starmie versus Starmie. Think I should do it?
Well, it was a gift.
Right. Yeah, okay. I'll evolve my partner. Then we gotta go calm that rogue Mega Starmie.
Guess she did that off screen. Where is the... It's down there. Alright. Yep. Yep. Oh no, it's dangerous and scary looking. Concentration of Mega Power in your vicinity is rising rapidly. Rogue Mega Evolution is imminent.
Before Starmie's rogue Mega Evolution sets in, want me to heal your Pokemon?
I mean, I don't think I need it.
No, no need to be shy about it. I got you.
Alright, if she does it anyway, then whatever.
Make sure you and Breathe stay safe, okay?
I mean, I'm not gonna send her out, so... I mean, maybe I might. Oh. Starmie, Digivolve 2. Starmon. The most memed Mega Evolution of the entire set of new ones. And understandably so. Look at this thing. I couldn't remember what the name of that Digimon was that spoke in an Elvis accent in Frontier and was a cowboy in Adventure 2. Like that is Starmon, but it also has an evolution. A Digivolution, rather. What was the gold one called? I don't remember off the top of my head. Dang. Alright, Wood Hammer plus move. Here I go. Heck yeah, that did some damage. It's charging up, maybe. Here it comes. Wood Hammer. Oh, it's charging! Is that it? Do I need to worry about anything else? I don't think so. Did you use Liquidation? No, Liquidation doesn't cause flinching. Oh, it's probably Zen Headbutt. Yeah, I think Mega Starmie is a physical attacker more than it is a special one now. So that's something new. What's it doing? Whoa! Fair enough. So once it stops moving, I just dodge out of the way. Sounds good to me. Oops. Can you slow down a little? I'm trying to hit you. Okay, 5 is the magic number then. Oh, it was Zen Headbutt. Alright. No, I'll wait. Bulk up? Yeah. Bulk up again? There we go. Alright. Super Wood Hammer, Super Horn Leech, Super Shadow Claw. Gonna do the Hydro Pumps again, or are you gonna charge at me? Charging. Ah, nice try. Get out of here. New marble unlocked, Starmanite.
Good work, whattageek. That's one more rogue Pokemon calmed. These battles really take it out of you, huh? I know we gotta help these poor Pokemon and stop their suffering, but geez, they don't let up with the super fierce attacks. And all that running around dodging, it leaves me absolutely starving. You think Lumios' restaurants might have started all this as a plot to bring in customers?
Wow, conspiracy theory.
Nah, it couldn't be. That'd be wild. Unless.
Alright. Next up, I think we should go for the other new Mega for the game, Dragonite. Now we're gonna get there. I think we gotta go to Cafe Cyclone, go into that little area just north of it. Which I think the entrance to that is right here? No, other way. And then there's a ladder or a elevator. I don't remember which. Elevator. There it is. Just some normal Patrat over there. A colorful screw, too. Should I go grab that? Be kind of out of the way to do so. Yeah, forget it. Dedenne, how you doing? Yep. I haven't caught a Talonflame yet, have I? My floating shrimp coming in. If that doesn't work, no big deal. Alright. Another colorful screw over there, but I'd be losing my, Come here, you. Be losing my progress towards getting the Dragonite if I go get it, so forget about it. Okay, cool. I did get those other Mega Shards. He's so angry looking.
There you are. Dragonite's just up ahead. So Dragonite is a pretty troublesome Pokemon. It hits hard and it's built tough. Its Mega Evolution was only recently discovered, too. We don't really know what to expect from it. But you look curious. Something on your mind?
Your reason for protecting Lumios.
Yeah, I guess I feel like I need to protect this city since the person I'm searching for is here somewhere. Right now, that means taking care of Lumios's rogue Mega Evolution problem. Save this Dragonite.
Oh! Mega Dragonite. Very good example of a Mega Evolution returning aspects of the design from a previous evolution to the new one. Also very divisive. Not too many people like this one. Meanwhile, others really like it. So, hard to say, really, with this thing, what the most common opinion is. Personally, I don't mind it. I don't have a strong opinion of it one way or the other. But it is quad weak to ice still, so that's going to be my primary method of attack. Where's it going? We're gonna get some more air slashes, or oh, it's a hurricane, okay. Oh, and lightning, because it's a dragon, it has mastery over the elements. Oh no, Meganium! Oh no, I missed. Good thing Aurorus was keeping track of where it went. Jeez. Let me restore some health here. Oh, I went all the way over there, dang. Oh, here we go. Never mind. Aurorus is just too dang slow. I'll call you back. Good thing Tawny's got an infinite supply of revives, because her team just keeps dying and just keeps coming back. Do I dare for a freeze dry? Just one. Whoa, buddy. Oh, no. That's not good. Go get it. Now! Okay, good. We weakened it. Because if it gets its attack off, it goes into the distance. Where is it? There it is. And fires a giant hyper beam at the floor, making it really... And the impact of... Wow. I did not push the plus button, or the X button. The impact of these hyper beams would be much more dangerous. I also do appreciate that it maintains the same sound effect from Gen 1. Hi. Doggone it. Embor still has tackle? Okay, that's a choice. Hey, there we go. A little bit more. Don't you, dang it. Oh, so close. Finish it. Dragonite. I do feel like a lot of the megas that they introduced in this game were the result of, hey, what if we made a Mega Stone or a Mega Pokemon with the name of the Pokemon in mind? So, like, if the Mega Stone for Dragonite can't be called Dragonite, because that's the naming scheme, what would we call it? Dragonite. Okay, but what about Meganium? Would we have to have Mega Meganium? Yeah, do it.
You're on a roll, whattageek. Sooner or later, we're gonna figure out what's causing all these Pokemon to go rogue. Then Lumiose will be a place shared by people and Pokemon, just like the folks at Quasartico want.
And we will help the big corporation, because that's what we do as people who want to save the city. We have the people's best interests in mind at all times. And not just to fill our pockets. No, sir. It's because we care about our our other people in the area. Do I need to be up high to get to this guy? I don't think so. But I'll take the Holovator anyway. Fighting type. Yeah. What's up, Naveen? Okay, this guy looks angry. Here's our likely soon to Mega Evolve target, Tyranitar, the armor Pokemon. You did your research, huh? As you'd expect from the name, it possesses impressive defenses. This may be a long fight, but my Scrafty should do well against a Tyranitar in terms of type matchups. And in any case, this Tyranitar needs our help, so we'll simply have to do it. I bet you can handle this on your own if you had to, but you can count on Scrafty and me to help. Scrafty is a really good choice. Naveen's not kidding. Let's rock. Tyranitar Digivolve to Gojiramon. Start strong. There we go. Defense lowered. Nice. Can't use Zen Headbutt, unfortunately, but no big deal. Oh boy. I should have put Recover back on Medicham. Whew, that was a big jolt to his senses. Here we go. No one truly knows who the stand user is. It could be anyone. What's your plan? Oh, he walked way too far away. I thought he was going to the center of the battle court. Sandstorm activated. Here comes Stone Edge, huh? Medicham can still stay over there. It's fine. Oh, dang it. Oh, it still hit. Okay. Where's he going? Alright, more Stone Edges coming in. I think it's going to hit, yeah, multiple spaces around. Get back here, breathe. Seems dangerous, but, like, if you got a fighting type that can resist it, it's not that big a deal. Oh, Sandstorm, okay. Let's get a full restore going here. I don't have any max potions? That's a little strange. Am I good now? Hey, nice hit. Whoa! He certainly jumped at me, dang. Was that Giga Impact? Whoops. just a second. Can I maybe... There we go. Abilities may not exist in this game, but that guy certainly had a sand stream going at all times. Tyranitarite. Not Tyranitate, that would have rolled off the tongue a little bit better. All these wild Pokemon gathering in Lumiose and all this rogue Mega Evolution. I'll be relieved when we can finally figure out the cause and put these mysteries to bed. They're very sleepy and it's past their bedtime. Looks like we've taken care of all the rogue Mega Pokemon that Vinny reported. Why don't we regroup at the hotel for now? Let's head back to Hotel Z then, shall we? How's the city looking, by the way? Just out of curiosity. No new side quests. That's good. I'm sure we'll get at least a couple more before the end of the game, which is rapidly approaching, actually. Like, we'll be hitting credits, I think, in the next episode. If I'm remembering how things go in this. We managed to save another bunch of Pokemon from Rogue Mega Evolution. As usual, is largely thanks to your efforts. In fact, you really outdid yourself this time. I'm so glad we got you on Team MZ. Hey, Z, can I ask you something? Yes, what is it, my young friend? You keep saying we need to find the strongest Mega Evolution user, but how do we determine that? Like, how do we know which trainer's the actual strongest? That is up to Floette to decide. How do you mean? I mean that it will require the greatest of Mega Evolution users to handle Floette's true power. For the moment, let us simply be glad that you all continue to succeed in calming rogue Pokemon. But do we know how Floette would even decide who's the strongest? Maybe it's got to be a Pokemon trainer that Floette thinks she could rely on? Well, that must be whattageek. Says who? No announcement that I have a promotion match? That's ominous. Wait a minute. Promotion match announcement for Trainer whattageek. The opponent for your next promotion match is Trainer Grisham. Rank A promotion match incoming. Here we go. So it's finally time. You're closing in on Rank A now, the very top of the ZA Royale. Just one question. Who the heck is Grisham? Does anyone know? Odd that they've made it to Rank B, but managed to keep their face secret. Some folks prefer not to show their face in their profile photo. They want to keep their daily lives and their ZA Royale activities separate. Some people register under pseudonyms or nicknames, too. Like, my name's not even Tawny. What? That's true, but still. How are you supposed to find them to have your promotion match? You'll have to wait for them to find you, I guess? And risk things getting worse with Prison Tower? No way. We can't just sit back and wait. Let's ask Emma. She's a detective. Yeah, she's our best bet. Let's head to the Looker Bureau, whattageek, and try to find out more about this Grisham. Looks like the competition to see who hits Rank A first has begun. Who joins the ZA Royale under a false name? There's some strange people out there. The strongest Mega Evolution user. Another role I should have fulfilled and yet failed to. Whatever, you're 3,000 years old. Don't worry about it. Emma. Oh, there are the side quests. Emma. Mimi! Glad to see you too, Mimi. Hello there, what can I do for you today? If this is about your case, I've narrowed down the list of likely candidates by looking at people who came to Lumiose within the last few years. Thanks, Emma, but it's actually another missing person we're here for today. Another missing person? Alright, let's hear it. We need to find whattageek's opponent for his next promotion match. Do you have a name? Yeah, it's Tawny. No, I meant... never mind. Grisham. Grisham. I know the name. One of the top-ranked trainers in the ZA Royale, or so I've heard. I can give you the information you need, but this knowledge could potentially put you in danger. Do you still want to know? Yeah! Tell me it, detective lady! I figured you'd say that. Okay, I know what to do. You could tell me. If you beat me in battle, I'll tell you what I know. Come on, let's head outside. Yes, ma'am. I don't remember who she starts with, so I'll just lead with the catch-all of Metacham? Sure.
You should know, Emma's really strong. Her detective work means she's too busy for the ZA Royale, but she'd be in the top ranks for sure. Are you ready to battle me?
I'm ready to win.
I'll be using Pokemon that were given to me by a man who played an important role in my life. Malamar, everyone, let's go.
So, that is implying her Pokemon are from Xerosic, the Team Flare admin, the main Team Flare admin from back in the day. I don't think she Mega Evolves every one of her Pokemon. I think it's just the last one we need to worry about. So let's get in there. I wish I had Brick Break. Could have gotten out of the way of that. It's fine, though. Mawile. I'm out of there. Fairy types scare me. I'm out of there. Fighting types scare me. I know it's a normal type right now, but it's got fighting moves and fire moves. I don't know how I predicted that happening. All the elemental punches, it's just as much a catch-all as Metacham here is. Oh, Dynamic Punch wasn't ready, no! Hiya! Alright, and lastly, but not leastly, we got Malamar. It's her friend, though!
My Pokemon and I aren't alone. My old mentors have our backs in spirit.
It's a new Mega. My friend Malamar. Malamar Digivolve too! Mega Mindmon! So Malamar, still Dark Psychic. Only weak to Bug, I think, and it's quad weak at that. But also not strong against anything, really. Nothing, it just kind of resists a little bit. Hiya! Without its contrary ability, I don't think Malamar really has much going for it.
Good thing those old guys aren't here to see this. Tell me, what do you two know about Team Flare? They're the group that caused all that trouble for Kalos 5 years ago, right? Exactly right. Their group was led by a man named Lysander. He disappeared 5 years ago, but now he's reappeared, calling himself L. He's been spotted around town with mysterious Pokemon. It seemed suspicious, so I decided to investigate them. Not for a client, just for me. But everything I've uncovered tells me that L hasn't been doing anything sinister at all. In fact, he seems to be genuinely trying to help save Lumiose. So it's not the old guard we've got to worry about here, but rather the new. See, about 5 years ago, I had my own ties to someone who was involved in Team Flare. And he was my best friend, so he gave me his Malamar. That's how I heard what I'm about to tell you. Before Team Flare collapsed, they started making moves to ensure they left a legacy. Apparently they tried a few different things, including making the expansion suit that I use. Another one of their efforts involved training up a new generation to carry on their ideals. Grisham was one of the young trainers that Team Flare taught, though it's not clear if Grisham is even a real name or not. And now it seems Grisham is taking part in the ZA Royale, but why? To what end?
Does Grisham have a goal of their own?
There's no real saying for sure, not until I do some more digging at least. You know what? I bet Mabel at the Pokemon Research Lab could tell you more about Grisham.
You mean Mabel knows Grisham?
Sorry, but that's not for me to say. It's up to Mabel to decide how much she wants to share. Thanks for the tip, Emma. I'll do some investigating of my own. You should go to the Pokemon Research Lab and see what Mabel says, whattageek.
Coming into the game fresh, you probably wouldn't know that Mabel has history with Team Flare, and if you also, like me, didn't know any of the Team Flare admin names because they were so bland in terms of character, and there were so many of them, then you probably also wouldn't have remembered that Mabel was part of Team Flare back in the day.
What? Rat, that vile little man! I can't believe that mayor. It's not my fault we keep getting more wild zones!
Sorry, put on a little bit of a country accent with her.
It's not like I can even tell him off. Not when he knows I'm basically at his mercy. That doesn't mean I should get worked into the ground. I'm acting director of this place.
Like, I don't even remember what Mabel's role was. Like, what part of the Team Flare project she oversaw back in Gen 6. Also, look at her gamer chair. It's got the Team Flare logo on it. And her laptop. And she's also got her visor from back in the day.
Are you making progress on my research tasks?
I want to know about Grisham.
Grisham? Who could that be?
Someone who's in Team Flare.
Team Flare? It seems you already know more about Gris than I would have thought.
Or Grease, I guess.
Fine, so I used to be a part of Team Flare.
Tell me more.
I don't really mind telling people if they're merely curious, but there are still people today who react badly if they even hear the words Team Flare, you know. So I don't exactly walk around advertising it, but I won't lie about it if I'm asked either. When everything fell apart, I got taken into custody along with the others. But I took a plea deal, so I got made acting director of this lab. Easy to keep tabs on me if I'm always stuck here, right? My role in Team Flare also had me looking into Pokemon energy and all, so I don't hate the work. Sorry, didn't mean for the sob story to spill out. You wanna know about Grisham, huh? He was a part of the younger generation in Team Flare. Everyone called him Grease. It means gray, like the color of ashes. He was pretty strong when it came to Pokemon battles, not that he got much chance to show off that skill at the time. I honestly don't know what he might be thinking now joining the ZA Royale, but if you really gotta know, you might want to try Nouveau Cafe over in Centrico Plaza.
What's at Nouveau Cafe?
Coffee, you idiot. You'll find out when you go, won't you? Sheesh, kid, don't take all the mystery and fun out of life. You're about to walk into a pretty sticky situation, but I'll be there to help you when the time comes. And don't forget, I still want you to keep up the research work, too.
Yes, ma'am. Speaking of which, yeah, okay. Not quite there yet. Let's head off to Nouveau Cafe. Drink our coffee. Thanks. Yeah, I will.
The only good thing we got to offer is our location. You here for another nasty drink?
If you'd like to order something, please speak to the young lady there. I'd like to order a meeting with Grisham.
Well, isn't this entertaining? It looks like you've managed to find your next opponent.
Wait. You're Grisham? You mean the person with gray outfit and a cafe with the logo that's just the Team Flare logo rotated 45 degrees to the side? And also there's a squiggly little lightning bolt over it? You're Grisham from Team Flare?
The quiet master of Centrico Plaza's famed Nouveau Cafe truck is indeed just a front. The truth is, I'm one of the top-ranked trainers in the ZA Royale, the foremost trainer in rank B, and the boss of Team Flare Nouveau. Yes, you found me. Grisham, at your service. I've got my own goals to achieve, goals that have brought me to the ZA Royale, which is why I cannot let you defeat me. I suppose this still makes little sense to you, however. Shall I explain the whole thing? Grisham, you know this kid is with AZ. There's no point even trying to explain it all to someone on AZ's side. This is Grizel, one of my comrades in Team Flare Nouveau. Let's just take this kid down, right here, right now, while we've got the chance. Grizel, please do calm yourself. Nouveau Cafe is here to offer comfort to the masses. It's no place to start a commotion. Fine, I sent you a location. If you care at all about knowing the truth, go there and wait. We'll close up shop, then head over. If you'd be so kind, please check your map and find your own way. We'll meet you there.
So this is going to begin one of the coolest aspects of this game, I feel. Because we get to explore a pretty major location from Gen 6 in this game. This might look familiar.
Look at you, waiting like a good little boy. I imagine you must be asking yourself why we would want to meet at such a spot. This is Lysander Cafe. It was a very important place for anyone in Team Flare, though now it is an empty storefront. No one has any desire to rent a location so closely associated with such a disreputable group. And since no one wants it, we've taken the liberty of continuing to use it as a base for Team Flare, or more rightly, for Team Flare Nouveau. You do know about Team Flare, don't you? I'm gonna say not really, just so you can explain it to me, although I'm pretty sure you can do that anyway. You don't even know? Of course you don't. How could someone like you ever understand? Grizel. Grisham, this kid is our enemy. He's nothing but an obstacle to all the goals we hope to achieve for Team Flare Nouveau. There's no point in trying to explain everything to someone like this. Let's just get rid of him. The world has not been kind or forgiving toward those of us who are a part of Team Flare. I'm afraid it's all too understandable, sad though it is, that some harden their hearts in response, like Grizel here has done. My apologies. I'm afraid there's simply no stopping Grizel when she is set on a course of action. Though it will mean revealing your battle tactics to me before our promotion match, I must ask, please, won't you grant Grizel the battle she desires? Let me just do a little bit of all of this. Alright, here I go. Fight me. Yeah. I'm going to burn you to the ground. There won't be enough of you left to fight in the ZA Royale. So a fun thing about Grizel and Grisham is that they actually use a remixed version of the Team Flare battle music, and also they will throw their Pokeballs and pose like they were actually in Team Flare from back in the day. Grizel uses the female pose, and Grisham uses the male pose. So that's cool. Nah, I'm getting out of there. Have at you. Alright, I'm gonna need to switch out for a little bit. Nice. Less nice. Out of there. I don't like any of these options, but here we go. Guess what? I've got to win this battle. We can't let anyone stand in our way. Sure enough. Pyroar Digivolve 2. Fire Leomon. Anyway. That's about right. I was expecting her to throw out a fire move to, you know, kill me, but whatever. This is ridiculous. I lost. My Pokemon lost. That was well fought. I expected nothing less from Team MZ's new ace, the one who seeks to save Lumio City. I'd say it's time for a little coffee break. Wow, thanks. Voila, one Ember Roast, our signature drink at Nouveau Cafe. Say what you will, but their customer service is on point. That should have perked up the Pokemon who battled for us as well. Now that we're all feeling refreshed, allow me to teach you about the true history of Team Flare, and what it is we hope to accomplish. Please join us inside. Just a second, you left a Great Ball out there. Just wanted to pick that up. The fiery red of Lysander's burning passion. That is what fills this Lysander Cafe. And in here, in this place, I'd like to explain to you why I chose to battle in the ZA Royale. Shall we begin with Team Flare? You see, the group known as Team Flare provided a place for people to come together and help one another, all to achieve a more beautiful world. However, a leader, a man named Lysander, grew disillusioned with humanity over time. Fearing what the future might bring, he set his sights on a new goal of his own, to reduce the number of people in the world. In the end, Lysander made a truly foolish choice. He chose to use the ultimate weapon. Do you know about the ultimate weapon, which nearly burned the Kalos region off the map? That weapon was AZ's creation. You may only see AZ as the kindly figure who has provided you with a place to call home, But if he had never built something as so horrifying as that ultimate weapon, then Lysander would never have been driven to such madness, and we in Team Flare wouldn't have become society's outcasts. And now it appears AZ is out to save Lumiose, relying on the support of your Team MZ. Honestly, it's laughable. My apologies. I imagine you don't know how to respond to such an unexpected outpouring. And of course you might not even believe a word that I've said. That is why I invite you, whattageek, to witness the truth yourself.
How's that?
You'll see.
Do the thing. Open sesame! He said the secret word! Well, the electronics still work. No rail on the ground, though, so that bookcase constantly sliding must be putting some sort of scratches on the ground.
Beyond that door lies the former Lysander Labs. It was a facility used for research in the days when Team Flare was still active. And it was down there that we learned AZ's secrets for ourselves. That is where we learned of the terrible weapon that AZ created. You must see the truth with your own eyes if you are to fully understand how awful it is. Lysander Labs was designed to be labyrinthine, and of course, plenty of wild Pokemon have taken over the place since it was abandoned. You might be done in before you ever get to see the truth for yourself.
Yeah, well, I'll show you. Alright. Welcome back to Lysander Labs. In, I believe, the exact same layout as before, just, you know, with fallen things all over the place that change up how you approach things. But it looks, otherwise, the exact same.
I figured enough time has passed for you to have gotten yourself in some trouble. Let me guess, you're down in Lysander Labs? If so, there should be an elevator right in front of you. See it? You'll need to find an elevator key. There should be one lying around there somewhere. Good luck, fool. Also, Pokemon. Register them. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Got a lot of tight spaces in here. But you can follow the minimap to get a better handle on things. Let me just... Yeah. Maybe the Dusk Ball will work great down here. What we got here? Pull the lever! And now the teleporters are active. I'm sorry, the warp panels, not the teleporters. Where does this one lead me? Okay. This looks like some sort of progress. Neck trick. Have at you. Okay, Dusk Ball ain't actually working down here. So, Ultra Ball, Ultra Ball it is. That was a great ball, actually. Whatever. What do we got here? Lab key card A. Wish I could spell. Nice, Dark Pulse. There's a down arrow. Oh, yeah. Okay. For easy access. And you is... Alright. Back the way we came. And we should have access to the door now. Not the elevator, per se. This door. Here we go. Anything down here? Who's seeing me? A Noivern? Noibat? Noivern. Ah, there you are. Catch, maybe? Cool. We need power. There we go. Houndour and Doom. Caught both of them already, so... Power up activated. All those old computer monitors. Can we go through here, or do we need a card still? Yeah, we still need a card. Okay, well, the teleporter's active, so... take that. What's in there? Another teleporter! Something ground or on the table. There we go. Did that. There we go. Truly an ancient coffee mug. So fascinating. And I believe in this left room here, this is the earliest point where you can start catching Beldum and Metang. That said, though, they have a ridiculous catch rate, and I will probably not be catching one anytime soon, but let's wait for this guy to turn around. And I'll throw a quick ball at it from behind. Yeah, even from behind with a quick ball, I only had a 1 arrow catch rate for that thing. That was a very lucky first grab. An electric and electric, alright. Let there be light! Anything else in here of note? I don't think so. Can I leap across that? Doubt it. Yeah? There you go. I couldn't even target it. I was hoping to avoid getting hit by thunder, but... Okay. Next warp panel's right there, but what if we go through here? Alright. Nothing else really that useful or important. Do we just take the next panel? It's looking like it. There we go. Send that Excadrill just in case we run into anything else that tries to paralyze. With electric moves, I mean. Okie. Was there anything past here? Aha. And do we come from this room, or... No, we didn't, because this Houndoom's here. It would be dead if I already came through here. Locked door. Item. We can take a look at the map, see what things look like. I'm assuming... We came through there, went through here, so what we're looking for is probably over in that hallway. Nope. Where's the glowy spot that I'm looking for? Can't access that. Is it in here? No, but a Noivern's here. Nothing there. I don't have to investigate this and then it'll spawn, do I? Doubt that it would be that stingy. Oh, there it is. I just didn't see it before. Excuse me, sir. Alright, and I think we're in the home stretch now. Oop, hello. I think we're good. And Aegislash floats in the way. Looks like you have to defeat it to continue ahead. Did it scream block? And I don't think I'm going to be able to catch them. Alright, 2 down. One to go. Hiya! And in the back there, not only is there an elevator key on the desk here, but we got some nice little set pieces here, including the stone from Geosenge Town. The stones apparently behave in a mysterious manner. They usually emit energy, but when the ultimate weapon is activated, that reverses. They then begin to absorb energy from Pokemon attached to them. So they used to be used as gravestones in Geosenge Town, or at least on Route 10. And AZ used I think the bodies of the dead bodies of the Pokemon that participated in the war to charge the ultimate weapon, something to that effect. Probably not exactly what ended up happening, but do I have to take the long way back? I think I do. Totally missed this in the main room with the Geosenge rock to activate that warp panel. But also, I could have opened the map and fast traveled to the entrance. So, whatever. Which floor do you want to go to? Let's start at the second floor. It's a very small room with nothing really for you to grab, nothing interesting. But this is also where Lysander was holding AZ with the electrified bars. This was his cell. So, while there's nothing really material for you as a player, for someone who appreciates the Gen 6 lore and the story of it, that's a pretty cool hallway, just saying. This is also not that bad. Some of the machinery powered back on in response to your presence. Security check initialized. Possession of all keycards has been confirmed. Commencing partial reboot of systems. Systems rebooted. Voice guidance enabled. 4 files are available for playback. File 1, the device. File 2, the fuel. File 3, the legends. File 4, our shared dream. Which file would you like to review? Let's just go down the list. The device that grants life. This device was created 3,000 years in the past. It was originally designed to restore life to a Pokemon that had perished. We have found this ultimate weapon buried in the earth beneath Geosenge Town. It has been well preserved. We believe we can have it operational with a little work, but we have not yet found the necessary key to activate the weapon. We believe AZ should still possess it, since he was the machine's creator. We must find him and capture him without delay. The device that grants life, in fact, grants the deceased life stolen from other Pokemon. This is because the basic function of the device is to distill energy into its purest form, then emit that distilled energy. This emission can take the form of convection, radiation, or conduction. Thus, life can be conducted back into a Pokemon that had lost its own, allowing it to be revived. What then would occur if we were to fuel the device with the energy of a legendary Pokemon? Speaking of legends, Kalos is said to have 2 legendary Pokemon, Xerneas, which represents life and death, rebirth, and Yveltal, representing destruction and death. The power to grant life and the power to steal life. These are mysterious abilities that even science has not been able to decode. What would happen to the world if we were to use such power to activate the ultimate weapon? As the world grows wealthier, the number of Pokemon and people will only continue to grow, and that growth will invite new difficulties. In time, life will fill every corner of the planet until no more life can be sustained. When there is only one of something, it cannot be shared. When something cannot be shared, it will be fought over. And when something is fought over, some must survive without it. The only way to create a world where people live in beauty, a world without conflict or theft, is to reduce the number of living things. My comrades in Team Flare, the time has come to lead the world toward a more beautiful future. And speaking of Lysander... Wait, that's a dog. Have you learned the secret of the ultimate weapon? How truly abominable it was? AZ created that weapon. Then 1,000 years later, he also made a device that now dwells within Prism Tower. L? But how? Zygarde seemed to wish that I come to this place. I have lost most of my memories, and yet this place does bring back something. What I remember most clearly is AZ. When I spoke with him 5 years ago through the bars of his cell, I did not know his true intent, but I did learn of the device within Prism Tower. I set my mind on activating both the ultimate weapon and that device. But to activate the device required a certain Pokemon, one particular Floette, and there was no way to know where that Floette could be found. That led me to abandon my plans for the tower's device. But the ultimate weapon could still be activated using the key AZ carried, and so I did. There was an explosion, I remember that much, though I cannot recall the cause of it. Perhaps the weapon was incomplete. I was buried deep in the earth together with Team Flare's secret base. But you're right here. Zygarde saved me. It worked to protect all living creatures in the area from the light raining down, the deadly light of the ultimate weapon. In doing so, Zygarde exhausted its own power. Yet then it appeared in its 50% form in the Turnback Cave, or whatever it was called. But at the weapon's activation, the device in Prism Tower awakened as well, sensing danger. Now it has become a threat to Lumiose. It could fully lose control at any time. To stop the device and protect this city, Zygarde must regain its true power. It has given me a mission. Sooner or later, the tower will enter a frenzied state similar to Rogue Mega Evolution. The only one who can bring it back under control is AZ's Floette. Yes, we need the Eternal Flower, and a trainer who can draw forth her full power. I will now be speaking in rhyme. This is the truth I know, and now you have learned all those young people waiting in Lysander Cafe wanted you to learn, and know. Damn it. I couldn't keep up the rhyme. Go and speak with Grisham and with AZ, then do what must be done.
Okay, bye. Thanks. Back to the top.
Close. What's the opposite of sesame?
Did you see Lysander? I met him inside. To think that he is still alive, and yet he doesn't seem to remember us in the slightest. How could he just forget? It's all because of him that the rest of us... Grizel, there will be a time for such things later. And you, whattageek, you now know the truth of AZ's sins. And so I make this request of you. Kill AZ. I mean, get AZ's Floette and give her to me.
Why would I do a thing like that?
You must see it by now. With AZ's special Floette, we should be able to keep Prism Tower controlled. Everything we've learned points to that conclusion. We must stop the tower from going on a rampage if we're ever to achieve the kind of beautiful world Team Flare once dreamed of. And if we can't be the ones to protect Lumiose, then people will finally see us differently. Or if we can be the ones. Do you understand? We were mere children, born to those who chose to join Team Flare. And yet we too became pariahs in the eyes of society when Team Flare was disbanded. But we couldn't just leave Lumiose. This city is our home too, and we love it as much as anyone else. The only reason Team Flare existed was to make Lumiose better, to make all of Kalos better. At Nouveau Cafe, we worked hard to provide coffee to those who have little else. And as we've worked there, we've also heard the voices of Lumiose's people. We understand this city better than anyone else. We know its people better than anyone else. So if you really want to face me in battle, you'll need more than just a challenger's ticket. You'll need to be ready to hand over AZ's Floette to me. I must become the strongest Pokemon trainer by battling my way up through the ZA Royale. I must become the strongest Mega Evolution user. Then I will be the one to restrain Prism Tower with AZ's Floette. Go talk with the rest of Team MZ and decide what it is you really ought to do. It's time they all learned of AZ's sins. Now go back to Hotel Z.
So, yeah. There's a little bit of a twist. Team Flare Nouveau, they're not inherently bad. They were also thrown for a loop when Lysander was like, hey, let's kill half the population or whatever. Yeah, these guys seem like their hearts are in the right place, though not really agreeing with the whole let's steal Floette or let's take Floette thing. You've returned. I heard from Emma what leads you were following up on. I imagine you've learned much of my tale by now. Isn't that right?
Oh, whattageek, did you manage to find Grisham?
I found him.
No kidding. I went digging into the rumors about Grisham with Emma after our chat. Sounds like he's one formidable trainer. Plus, he's part of this group Team Flare Nouveau, and he's been gathering all sorts of info about Lumiose from customers at Nouveau Cafe. He even seems to know something weird's going on with Prism Tower.
Yeah, he told me all that.
How did you... AZ, is there any chance you could tell us more about the tower, given the situation?
Yes. I've also been thinking it is time I talked to you all about it. Come, we can speak on the roof.
Dang, you're tall, though.
Whattageek, you know of the ultimate weapon, don't you?
I went to Lysander Labs.
Oh, they do have a whole library about that. I shall tell you of the terrible sins I have committed, and of my regrets. In the war that occurred 3,000 years ago, many things were lost. My humanity, Floette, and like 500 Pokemon, but whatever. So many Pokemon had their futures stolen. People lost the everyday lives they'd known, and my Floette was sent to the front lines, where she lost her life. I made a device, a machine that could grant life, all so that I could revive my beloved Floette. I brought Floette back to life. I got back what I had loved most. But my rage had not subsided. I could not forgive the world that had hurt the Pokemon that I loved. Hey, remember this? This was also from Gen 6. Added animation, but the story should be exactly the same as before. Just now with I and me pronouns instead of the man and he. In my rage, I remade my device into the ultimate weapon. I put an end to the senseless conflict that would have taken everything from us, by becoming destruction itself. The light fired from the ultimate weapon reached the heavens, then poured down, burning away all that rested upon the earth. I think it's the exact same in terms of breakdown. But Floette must have known the truth. She must have realized that the life I had given her was stolen from so many other Pokemon. She left me, and I wandered alone for 3,000 years.
Seriously? For 3,000 whole years?
During those long years of aimless wandering, a man of great power asked me for my help. He said he wanted a way to protect Kalos. At this, I thought to myself, I cannot make another device that would take from others. But perhaps I could make one that would share the eternal life I had bestowed on Floette. That is what Ange is. That is what is hidden deep within Prism Tower. I built Ange to give meaning to the eternal life I had burdened Floette with. It was, in one sense, my attempt to atone to Floette for what I had done. You got a nice computer rig right there. I dreamed of the day when I could use Ange after reuniting with Floette at last. That day did not come to pass, but that was because we were living in a time of peace. But now Ange, the tower is emitting excessive amounts of mega power, even without Mega Floette present. This is only conjecture on my part, but I believe it may be related to the ultimate weapon being fired 5 years ago. That shock awoke Ange, and has caused the mega power contained within it to spill forth. It has led to this rampant rogue mega evolution. The Pokemon suffer, the people come to harm. There is only one way to put an end to the pain. A Mega Evolution user must Mega Evolve Floette and together reach the control panel within Ange.
I could never imagine that you and Floette had that kind of history. In the tower, too. So we need the strongest Mega Evolution user to stop the tower from going berserk?
I have a question. Why would Floette be able to Mega Evolve at all? Normally Pokemon can only Mega Evolve when they aren't capable of evolving any further. Shouldn't Floette be able to evolve into Florges? My Floette cannot evolve. Perhaps because she is such a special Pokemon, having received the lives of so many others. Though that is only my conjecture. Also, her flower is very different. Florges has no such flower on her. Floette returning to my side again after 3,000 years was an act of forgiveness. But she likely also returned to me so that I could atone for my sins by stopping the tower. However, I no longer have it in me to do battle as a trainer.
I mean, yeah, I guess you might have kicked all these events into motion, AZ, but I'm sure you never dreamed the tower would go berserk like this.
That doesn't matter. AZ still made this awful mess, and Team MZ is stuck cleaning it up.
Naveen!
I appreciate that AZ is trying to right his wrongs, and I owe him as much as any of us do. I don't want to be the bad guy any more than the rest of you, but accountability matters. You do realize we might die trying to fix all this, don't you? Naveen is correct in what he says. I continue to cause you children nothing but trouble because of my own powerlessness. I am truly sorry.
I understand, AZ. Just leave this to Team MZ. Whattageek, it's up to us to keep the tower from going wild, and that means you've got to beat Grisham. I'll win for sure. Knew we could count on you, Whattageek. We'll be the ones to stop the tower, not Grisham and Team Flare Nouveau. Alright, it's time you go challenge Grisham to a promotion match.
Thank you. I will forever be grateful for meeting you all, my dear Team MZ.
Alright, let's go back to Nouveau Cafe. Am I healed up? I sure am. Let's go. We'll start with Clauncher.
Did you arrive at an answer together with your fellows in Team MZ?
Yes, I'll battle you. Honestly, why has Team MZ been trying so hard to reach the top of the ZA Royale anyway?
We're fighting for Floette.
Yeah, we all know about the old man and the black flower Floette of his. So, all you idiots hope to achieve is helping AZ tidy away the mess he made for everyone? Grizel, please, that's too far. But it is true that you, whattageek, don't have any real ties to this city. What reason does some outsider like you have to want to protect Lumiose?
I've come to love this city.
That's good. I'm glad you also have something you wish to fight for. But it still pales before my own desire to emerge victorious from this battle. I will become the greatest trainer and use AZ's Floette to protect this city from the tower. And I will restore honor to the memory of Team Flare and all who have ever had their names tied to it. I will make our dream into reality at last. That is why I must defeat you. No more delays. Let's finish this. Charizard, one piping hot battle to go. Your resolve is nothing compared to my own. You carry nothing like the burdens that I carry. And yet you think you'll be able to save Lumiose.
I will protect Lumiose.
May the flames of Team Flare rage strong and true, and burn away all our shame and regrets. Charizard, let your dark flames pour forth.
Let's do it, Grisham. So there's a running theme of characters closing their left eye. So it looks like the eye on our left and the eye on our right are open and closed in that order. And personally, I think it might have something to do with the whole life and death notion that permeates the... well, not really permeates, but is so consistent with X and Y and surrounding media. Where the left eye being closed indicates death. The right eye being open indicates life. Or at least that's how I see it. I don't know if this is a common thing, but it makes sense to me. Life and death, plus minus, open closed. It just feels right to me. Oh, that's not good. Okay, no problem. I don't need the Mega yet, I'll be fine. Oh boy. You missed, pal.
My wasted youth, nothing but ash and ruin. Mega Evolve and burn it all away, Charizard.
Charizard Digivolve too! Skull Charizardmon! Or Black Charizardmon, I guess. I don't know. Oh, I was hoping that you could move out of the way of that. Oh well. Oh! Not good. What to do, what to do. Let me just revive here. Ow. Rude. Nice.
You certainly do direct your Pokemon with skill. There is no denying it.
Victory confirmed. Now processing your promotion. We've done it. Rank A for whattageek.
You lost, but Charizard and the rest of your team looked happy in that battle, Grisham. If only we could leave behind the name of Team Flare, leave behind Lumiose itself, we'd free ourselves of such a heavy burden. But Team Flare and the dreams that Lysander hoped to make real, that world of beauty and that sense of justice still have hold of us, and they tie us to this place. Lysander may have gone astray, but there was true righteousness in his heart. His ideals, the care he showed for us all, if I threw them all aside now, I don't know who I'd be. It seems you are now Lumios' strongest Mega Evolution user, whattageek. Please take care of Prism Tower and our city.
Of course I will.
If you have need of us, we will come to your aid. After all, Nouveau exists in order to help others, so we can make the world beautiful together. Toward that aim, let me provide you with a TM.
Wow, Flare Blitz, thank you!
And come by Nouveau Cafe anytime. I'll make you one of those ember roasts you like.
I think he says whatever roast you chose whenever you ordered it the first time.
Dog. I may have been defeated. I may have been found unworthy of becoming Zygarde's trainer, but I'll build a life that shows these things aren't what define me.
Dog.
Grisham. It seems self-serving desires crept in and overshadowed the ideals he holds dear, though I of course am to blame for that. Thank you for helping him to see the error of his ways. Prism Tower appears to be near its breaking point. And unfortunately, Zygarde still lacks the last of the cells it needs to use its full strength. When the time comes, I hope you'll be able to protect this city, or rather not the city itself, but every living being here in Lumios.
Croissant curry time! Hi, Tawny. Hi, Tawny. Hello? Guess what? I made it to rank A too!
Wow.
Whoa, you both reached rank A the same day?
It must have helped you two a lot to have strong teammates like each other to train with.
With 2 A-rank trainers, I know we'll be able to take care of the tower. Question, who'd you fight? You must have had someone different for your promotion match. Big yes to that.
I suppose that means it's nearly time for Floette to help us resolve this whole situation.
I wonder who Floette will choose.
Floette, what is it? What's wrong?
Uh-oh. Wait, Floette looks like she's in pain.
The tower. Is it Ange that's affecting you?
Nah, she's fine. Looks like she'll be okay, but I'm sure Floette's pretty worried too. There's no telling if we'll really be able to stop the tower.
That's true enough, but we'll never succeed if we let ourselves get too caught up worrying about things going wrong.
Yeah, now's the time to blow off steam and have some fun. Shake the worries off. We've got some big wins to celebrate after all. You said it.
Rest easy this night. I know that the future of Lumios and of this world will be safe in your hands. That night.
I'm up! Whattageek, you alright? Yeah, sure beats beaten up. Waking up to the Rotom clock. I'm gonna find out what's happening. Meet me by the elevator. Sounds like something's going on. Head out to see what in the world is going on. We'll do that in the next episode. So, sorry to leave you on a cliffhanger, but we gotta do it. See you next time for what is probably the finale of Pokemon Legends ZA, main story campaign.